Welcome back to Plug and Play EV. I'm Steve, and in this one we'll be reviewing the SetPower portable refrigerator, an item that I've been looking at adding to our car camping kit. Is this something that can replace the traditional cooler and ice run? We'll take a look at it from unboxing through to some tests, albeit here in winter. So let's take a look at the product. So obviously one of the factors here is that we're reviewing this in the end of fall and heading into winter, so you really don't have as much of a challenge freezing things or keeping things cool, certainly not in the northeast here as we get into those winter months. But over the summer and the previous summers we've done a lot of EV camping in the car here in the Hyundai Ioniq 5, so it's been coolers, fill-ups of the ice packs, all that stuff, and that's a regular everyday thing pretty much. It gets a little bit old, it's not expensive, but it does get an extra chore that you have to worry about while camping. So enter the SetPower refrigerator here, a 32 quart Bluetooth app enabled fridge that we will be able to use in either the 12 volt or plugged into an outlet depending on the use case. So we'll take a look at it, unbox the unit, and start to postulate how it may come into our travels in 2025 and what we might be using this for as we head out to campsites next year. So let's take a look at the SetPower PT30 portable refrigerator. This is a Bluetooth controlled unit via the SetPower app, which we'll take a look at in a bit here. It is a dual zone fridge, so you can have freezing or just refrigerator, keep things cool or get those meats frozen over a longer period of time. And let's look at some of the numbers here. So it's a 28.7 pound unit. That's 27 inches long, 15 inches wide and 14 inches high. Gives you some space there to get various items in, and the dual control will mean you can do things that need to be frozen and kept a little longer versus the things that you just want to keep cool, like drinks. And you can control that via the app if you're busy on the campsite and don't want to return to the vehicle. So in terms of power draw, SetPower is saying 28 watts in eco mode and up to 38 watts max, and that's looking at a range of 0.58 kilowatt hours to 0.77 kilowatt hours a day. So you can see if you're looking at something like the Ioniq 5 77.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, even though it cuts off at 20% state of charge, you're still getting a huge chunk there where you could run this for days and still have the energy to move on to another charger. So obviously it's all well and good talking about stats, but we do want to look at the unit itself, what it can hold, and what you're going to be able to do with the app. So let's get into it and take a look at that. So all unboxed and bits have come out, but we can start to test now. I'm running out of light here, starting to get dark even at 4 o'clock, but we can test this 32 quarts. We'll use the dual zone. We'll maybe keep this as the freezer section. After we hit the grocery store here for our little supply run, we'll pop stuff in here. This hasn't been plugged in yet. I'll plug it all in now and get it up to power, and then we can see what it's like on the 10-15 minute drive home. If something. See dual zone controls here. We've powered on. Fairly simple. 2 zones, left small and right is the larger one. You can hear that going to work. 44 degrees on that side. You can lower it down fairly quick increments. 41. It's interesting. That one just below, and keep this one just a little bit above. So that's what it's set to, and then it will reset to show you what it actually is at. So let's see, maybe if I pop the car in utility mode first. So electricity use, really tiny, 0.3 kilowatts. This is the one we're looking at here for electronics. That's now off. And it drops down by only about somewhere between 500 and 700 watts. So that seems to be about right. Pretty low draw, which is good for keeping something cool in summer. So you can see the toggling between the buttons there. Blue is max, green is eco. I will just leave it in max. Leave that set for 28 degrees. And I'll go grab some cans and a few supplies that we need from the grocery store. Come back, pop them in, and we'll see how that's progressing once we pop in things to freeze and cool. There's a quart of milk, pretty chunky, see how that fits. Ice cream, importantly, for the freezer side. So the freezer side we set as the left, which is the smaller portion. And then the right side you can see in shape for that. So freezer side definitely feels cold, much colder than this side. On the hands, it's insulated, so we'll see. You can see, not quite solid. It's been out in the shopping cart, but that's not squidgy or melted. It's frozen from the freezer, that one. So we'll leave that in there. Then there's a full gallon of milk that will slide nicely down into it. I think it'll still close with that. That's great. And then you've got this 12-pack of typical size canned drinks. So let's see how many of these will fit in there before we run out of space. These came right off the shelf, so they're not cold. Just for fun, I'll put one into the freezer. Maybe two. 10-15 minutes to drive back. But let's put those in here and see what kind of storage we get and what's left. Would quite nicely store all of your drinks actually. So again, 2 are in the freezer side, but if you wanted to just keep them cool, you can put them in this side. We'll just do 37 for that side. Fits all of those nicely, no problem at all. You can hear that going to work. Plenty of space in there. Definitely nice and cool on that side. Anyway, we'll see what the ice cream is like on the way back again. So there you can see we're pushing beyond half an hour now. It's been about 40-45 minutes. Still pulling just down in the 0.2 to 0.3 kilowatts. So 200 to 300 watts with the other car electronics as well. This is fully on now, not just your total mode. So has this stayed cool? Well, the milk is as cold as it was when I started. These are not particularly cold. These are doing a little better because they're further down. Could definitely call that one cool. And then the real challenge, I guess, move these over here. They haven't frozen. Let's see how the ice cream is getting on. Saying it's at 24 degrees. So again, it's still squishy. We haven't got it down to rock hard frozen, but maybe we could do a test with that down to -4 in its lowest setting. But as a way to keep the ice cream cool enough to maintain its shape and not melt all over the cooler, that is certainly going to work, and it seems to be doing so without draining the pack too badly. Definitely working as a cooler. This could be lower, and that would probably help those cool down a little bit more. But I'm going to take it in now so they go into the actual fridge. And we'll do some more tests. As I say, we're going to do full videos on EV car camping and the equipment that we've picked up over the years. And this will be a neat addition to the set, I think. It's going to be interesting to see how everything packs down in the trunk. But we would keep a cooler anyway. We would always have something to keep our food and drink in if we're camping. So you're going to use some of that space. And it's nice to have the additional option stopping you having to go to do the ice run every day or two. So good there. Pretty happy with that, and we will do more tests. So that is the review of the SetPower portable refrigerator. You can look at this if it's something of interest and use the code on screen here to get a discount on the product. Certainly looking forward to putting this through the paces on our summer travels and see how it compares in terms of just the old cooler and ice situation, and hopefully cut out some errands with that, give us some extra flexibility on our travels. Is this something you would consider? What kind of products do you need for your EV car camping? Let us know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one on EV car camping.